Yo, hello everybody! Welcome to week 3 of Spooptober on our show Gamer Goo. This is the spookiest I could say it. This week we're talking about an oversaturation of the gaming medium. And by that I mean zombies. Every game, Metal Gear has zombies now.
Oh, I'm not excited at all.
Even neither is Kojima.
Yeah.
He just spat all over it. It's not even a Metal Gear game in his eyes. So welcome back. That was good. I enjoyed that. We're here to talk about zombies. We got a nice little list of zombie games. You may know them. If not, look them up. These are all good. I googled zombie games and I picked the ones I like. And if I like them, then, I don't know, everyone's different. You're different. You're an individual little snowflake. Yeah.
But we want to talk about snow right now.
We're not here to talk about snow. We're here to talk about leaves, pumpkins, and zombies. And ghosts. No, I don't want to talk about ghosts. Zombies! Zombies it is. Should we just crack right into the list? Or, let's... What can you recall your first experience with a zombie video game?
Probably House of the Dead, playing them at the arcades, you know, dying 1,000 times and spending probably $20, $30 in quarters alone.
Fair. Yeah, that thing was designed to just eat up money, wasn't it?
I mean,
all arcade games.
It wasn't like a Time Crisis where you could like duck out of the way or anything. No, like
they're just coming at you.
You just keep going. How do I reload?
Kill them before they're this far away from you.
Yep.
Mine, actually. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, we've been pandering at this point, but honestly, Carnival is probably one of my first experiences, and I would love to relive that experience with Carnival. $1,299.
That's it?
Yeah, man.
That's not bad.
Not at all.
Like the full cabinet?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's probably used, but how are you going to get a new Carnival game?
You call them up. Give you a new one right now.
So the list we have is in no particular order. There's no ranking in this one. Last week we did a ranking. We're a seat of our pants kind of show. We keep it a loosey-goosey.
It's not even our own pants.
No. This is my pants. I got these off a Castaway.
I'm not even wearing pants.
They can see it.
Yeah.
The camera, oh God.
Yeah. Let me cover myself.
So I'm gonna jump around what I have. No, for the sake of the show, I'll keep it in order. The first game, I would say it's a flop. I wouldn't go far as underground classic. It was a straight up flop. It was Stubbs the Zombie, made in 2005.
Underground classic.
Yeah.
I mean, I only played it like twice, but...
Exactly, and then you didn't play it again.
Yeah, then I put it underground. See what I did there?
Oh, we gotta have a pun cap in this show. I gotta push for that. So. Yeah. So Stubbs the Zombie was a game. The story of it was it was the 30s, I believe. You and your character and a mistress fell in love. The father of said mistress did not approve. Murdered you, buried you. 30 years later, you come back from the grave. And then gameplay-wise, I'd say I wrote here, it's kind of like Destroy All Humans.
Yeah.
But with a lot chandelier. Is that a word?
Chandelier.
Will you hang from the chandelier?
Chandelier. Joe Blear. From the chandelier.
So that's 2.
Drinking Chambord.
Chambord from the chandelier. But I've played it once. I was probably like 16, 17 when I played it. I enjoyed it. You know, there's just humans everywhere. It's kind of like think of the opposite of a slower paced opposite of Left 4 Dead. Instead of running through hordes of zombies, you're a zombie going through legions of people.
Sauntering.
and just either murdering them with makeshift limb weapons if I remember correct. Like there was a literal hand grenade,
Yes.
and you beat
Oh my
people with
God.
arms.
Forgot about the hand grenade.
That's 3.
Can we get like a little...
A little counter.
Ding!
And lost my train of thought.
Hand grenade.
Hand grenade, and you beat people with arms, just dismembered arms. You just beat them, or you can bite them, turn them into a zombie, and then just have more towards your clique.
Army? Your army?
Yeah, your army of zombies.
Yeah,
I was gonna say zombie, but I don't think anyone would have got that.
Zombie.
Zombies. I'd watch a movie called Zombies.
I'm sure there is one. Just check Netflix later.
We're at 3.
For what?
For puns.
Yep, putting it right up there. Fantastic. So, not much to talk about it. It was a game with starring a zombie. Not too many games you actually get to play as the zombie.
True.
Even Plants vs. Zombies,
You're against the zombies.
you're playing as the plants. You have a 50-50 chance of playing as one of those, and you get the plants.
Always with the plants.
Always with the plants.
Oh, you're dead with that boy.
You better not be raising the dead up there. Always with the dead, that boy. Speaking of dead. Well, actually, that's all this episode is.
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking of dead.
speaking of the
even-
things we're talking about already.
even more, the second game that I'd like to bring up is it's actually a what would the correct term for it be? It's not DLC. It was a whole separate game.
Full-on expansion.
A full-on expansion. Good one. Techman Proxy. A full-on expansion to the Rockstar hit Red Dead Redemption. I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Yes, boy, I love this game.
This is one I actually haven't played. I haven't played through Red Dead Redemption at all. I was
You better get on it, man. The sequel's coming up.
I know. It just got announced yesterday.
2 days ago.
2
It got
days ago.
teased 2 days ago.
Yeah, it got
announced yesterday.
Teased, announced, and it's going to be out next year.
Yep. Meanwhile, Machinima has the video up 5 minutes after.
Well, yeah.
we have a time schedule. Machinima, calling you out.
But yeah, no, that was one of the ones I haven't played at all. I'm actually thinking about picking it up this week because of the latest announcements.
Yep.
So,
Get both. I'm sure you can get a 2-pack.
It's in a 2-pack now, so
Great.
I still
Get the
got PS3.
2-pack. If you've never played either, you definitely have to play the first one to get an idea of what's going on in the setting of the second one. But Undead Nightmare just brings so much. There's chupacabras, there's Bigfoots, big feet.
GTA with cowboys.
It's GTA with cowboys, but now is
Zombies.
spoop.
Spoop.
200% more spoop. And the game Red Dead was already spoopy enough. You spoiler alerts. You actually do some missions for Satan.
Yes.
Yeah. Or sorry, the mysterious stranger.
Yeah, Satan.
Satan.
Yeah.
A white dude in a suit. Satan.
Wall Street?
Ooh, getting political. Take that 1%.
Hey.
Machinima and 1%. We're starting beef. And the 1%ers of Machinima, especially you. Man, I really wish you played this game.
I know, I wish I did too. I mean,
I wish all of you played this game. It's a wonderful game. I'll say game a cup. Game. I love the word game. John Marston, main character.
okay.
His family gets turned into zombies. You hog tie him as John Marston, and you try to find a cure. Meanwhile, all the rest of the Wild West. I'm making that into a song.
All the rest of the wild.
All the rest of the Wild West. It's going to be the sequel to Wild Wild West.
Oh god.
They're also getting infected. So you see, it's grisly. It's grisly, dark. It's got humor. It's just a wonderful game all around.
Well, I'm definitely gonna pick it up then.
Definitely
I mean,
highly recommended. That's the Goo seal of approval. If you see a Goo seal of approval on a game, do not pick it up. We have not made those yet.
if you pick up a game and it's slimy, put it back.
Put it back down. Unless it's Ghostbusters, that might be a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Comes with free Ecto Cooler.
Ooh. I'll pick that up. Throughout the game, drink the cooler.
Undead Rising. Undead Rising.
Undead Rising.
Another spoiler alert. The next game coming up is so far the quadrilogy. Are we at?
Tech.
When it comes out?
Yeah, that would be the fourth
Dead
one.
Rising coming up. My one. Let me just get into the good parts. It has everything you want in a zombie game. Countless zombies, and anything you can possibly pick up as a weapon.
Yeah, I actually have Dead Rising 2 for the PC, and I have Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, which is when you play as Frank West.
Yup, he covered wars, you know.
He covered wars. And I have that for the PS3. I've been playing through Dead Rising Off the Record right now, and it's such a good game. Like,
yeah.
the only thing I don't like about it is that you have a 72-hour time clock, but
you got to beat it like 4 times masterfully.
If you want, you can restart the game anytime at the beginning, and you still have the level progression that you are, because you level up as you kill more things and do more shit. But they also have a sandbox mode, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just like go around, do challenges, and build more weapons. And
And it's just so fun to run around and just like you're in a crop top, booty shorts, and a sun hat with a little toy pistol, hoping it will work. Then when they got to the second one, the custom creations. Oh man, did I have fun with that?
The bucket, the drill helmet.
Yup, the bat with the saw blades.
Yup.
The wheelchair with the car battery attached to it. All fun. My one complaint about all the Dead Rising games, it does not need a plot.
No.
You made the perfect game. No need to put a story. I don't want to have to go back every 5 hours
Go through the plot over again.
just to deal with my zombified daughter.
The thing I heard about 4, which is going to be out...
Hashtag exosuit.
Hashtag exosuit. I think it's going to be out in like 2 weeks. Is there's no time limit.
Ooh,
Yeah,
baby.
it's just go balls to the walls and
Ooh, I'm feeling rigid.
take selfies with zombies.
Yes.
Because that was the big thing.
You
at
do
the
get to be
E3
Frank
release.
again.
Yeah, you're Frank.
Yes.
And the big thing at the E3 release, like teaser of it, was him taking a selfie with a zombie, and it's during Christmas time.
Oh, yay.
And
I saw
I
in
can do that.
Game Informer, he had Christmas presents for fists.
Yep.
And if you're not in with a game where someone has Christmas presents for fists, you're not the audience members we want.
Fister presents?
Fister presents. I'll count it.
Christmas.
Count it.
Merry Fistmas to you.
Merry Fistmas. Anything else to add?
No, really, nothing. I mean, I think I covered everything about
I think
it.
we've all, tricycles are always fun as well. I'll just throw
I
that
just
in
found
there.
the tricycle, and
Yes.
I think I died a little bit.
It's one of the few zombie games where guns are basically useless. Because you're like, all right, I got 9 shots with this shotgun. That's 7 zombies out of the 60 in my vision right now. But I do have this sledgehammer, and that can take out legions. That's my word for zombies, plural. Legions.
A legion of
A
zombies.
group of zombies is a legion. Put that in Webster. Machinima, tell Webster to tell the 1% to pay to have that word in there.
Meanwhile,
On the other side of my brain, a indie hit coming up. 99 cents gets you this game. I'm sure it's still available. I'm sure it's extremely popular. I made a game with zombies in it. I don't know how to properly pronounce it. Do we have footage of it or screen caps? Screen caps. All right, I'll try my best then. If you've ever played, oh boy, it was that game where you're in a TV show and you just shoot everyone around you.
Smash TV.
Smash TV. If you've ever, thank you. If you've ever played Smash TV, it's the same premise. left analog moves, right analog aims. Very pixelated. I don't want to say low budget. They worked to make it look low budget. Wonderful soundtrack. If you don't buy the game, at least get the soundtrack. Support this man who I don't know the name of.
See, that's another one I'm going to look up.
As much, look it up. Just buy the game. The author's name will be under it. Yes?
That's how games work. I'm sorry. No,
Perfect.
I'm part of the audience right now.
Okay, cool. It's
Ska Studios, I believe.
Ska Studios. Thank you very much. Support Ska Studios in any endeavor they go into. I made a game with zombies in it. It is spelled ludicrously.
Is it spelled like almost leet?
Yeah, IMAEDAGAM3, and then I gave up and just wrote it normally.
you don't get the spell in there anymore.
Yeah. Techman is bringing it up. One of my favorite things about it is the level change. I'll put a seizure warning if you plan on downloading the game. Yeah, it gets real flashy. There's not stages or anything. Just new enemies show up and it's a different background.
Is it Liberace flashy or
Pokemon flashy? Right there. That's how you spell it. Ska Studios. I made a game with zombies in it. Another goo smash hit recommendation. I will figure out an actual term.
You've been gooed.
You've been gooed.
We're gonna need that soundbite.
Yep, it's perfect. Indie hits. That's really the only indie hit I have on here. Which, I guess is a good thing. They're staying original. Indie developers, I like what you do. Joe supports indies. And undies. I don't.
I don't support
No.
undies, no.
Let it free, everybody. Next game is a game that I cannot praise enough. The animation?
You got House of the Dead?
No.
I'll roll with you. Go ahead.
Okay. The animation, the voice acting,
The outfits.
the all-around gameplay, just fantastic. I'm talking about Lollipop Chainsaw. Tara Strong, the first Tara Strong voice acting gig in video games.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so. The second one would be Injustice
Yeah.
as Harley Quinn.
Can we get a fact check on that?
Eventually. Look, if you believe in the goo, we believe in you. How do you like that?
I don't know.
I don't.
I know, I
That's
don't.
as simple as that. Man, Studio 7,
I
believe is what.
believe that's
Yep,
a
Studio 7,
game.
always known for off the walls, very fun games. No More Heroes, Killer 7, all good, all fun. Lollipop Chainsaw, with the voice acting of Tara Strong, the comedy, the writing in general, just the gameplay, so fluid.
See, and I haven't actually played the game, but I've watched people play and I've seen clips and I kind of followed it around, so.
So I give very fluid movements, great plot, great enemies. I honestly, the gameplay alone should make you buy this game. I really can't think of too many reasons why you wouldn't.
I do believe it's in our Yeah Dude repertoire, is it not? In our library?
Is it?
It is.
It is.
Courtesy of Joe Black.
But yes, it is. We should play it for Spooptober. But honestly, I can't think of anything else about Lollipop Chainsaw except how great the writing, graphics, and just fluid movement of gameplay is.
Which says something about a zombie game, like a zombie-based game. You don't normally have fluidity. It's normally just kill them.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It's a run and gun with a chainsaw.
Which I'm happy about. I like
Check out
those.
this sweet.
Yep, we actually have footage of the best parts.
Bedroom. Don't think that me letting you in here is an invitation for any funny stuff. I mean, not that I have a problem with funny stuff. Especially not if you really like the person. But that isn't what I wanted to talk about. Today is, as they say in Spain, my cumpleaños. That's right, my birthday. I'm 18 today. These are my girls on the San Romero cheer squad. We've gone to the Nationals 3 years in a row. But we haven't won yet. Ugh. To keep my energy up, I eat lollipops.
There's also that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What?
Fluid gameplay is what I'm talking.
The fluidity.
And the writing. And it's good. It's a good game. It's a good game.
I feel funny inside.
Because of how good it is.
No, I just think I ate something bad.
Oh.
But that gameplay, though.
Hold on a second. I'm switching back over real quick. Because this.
What's up?
Creative consultant and adaptation by James Gunn.
What?
No way! James Gunn adapted it for video games?
James Gunn.
The James Gunn. Who's James Gunn?
1 minute for that.
James Gunn. Guardians of the Galaxy.
He did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh!
And
I'm right there with you, Joe.
Well, encase me in a sausage wrapping. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. But Lollipop Chainsaw. He did Super?
Scooby-Doo, Super.
Oh, Super's such a good movie. Forget Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo can go die in a ditch.
Lollipop Chainsaw. Movie 43.
The movie?
Those are some strong words.
Yeah, that's fighting words. We got beef now.
Bring it on, Scooby-Doo fans. 1% Machinima. I'm looking at you as well, Webster.
We got beef.
Well, I'm a vegetarian. Oh, take that with your beef. Anyway, sorry, I got a little sassy. Next game, arcade hit. You'll remember it. House of the Dead. Classic. Made in the late 90s. Definitely. The original one, I'd say.
Yeah, actually, I think I was playing it in elementary school, so that was the early 90s.
Yep. Oh, man.
Like
You had to aim upwards
like 93.
while firing?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's probably why you died so many times.
Yeah. Well, Dad and I suck at those.
Fair. You suck at shooting.
I do.
Okay.
Womp womp.
Now, was that one of the games with the big plastic handgun or
yeah.
big plastic shotgun?
I do believe House of the Dead 1 had the handgun, and House of the Dead 2 had the shotgun.
Yep. Because it's like, oh, you can fire off screen, but we're not always going to register it.
Right.
Or you can cock the gun to reload. Much better.
But we're not going to register it.
Yeah.
If you went to the arcades I went to, yeah, no, they have those games like 20 years late.
Completely rigged.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just from age.
Welcome
Honestly,
to Carney's.
I've never been able to get through it.
I've gotten through it once.
I always shoot the people. Like the people you aren't supposed to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. I'm on edge!
Don't shoot your partner. Too bad, he's in my screen.
You can't tell me you're not on edge when you play that game. If any of you are on edge, not on edge, you play that game, check your pulse, you're probably dead.
You probably belong in the game.
Because you're dead. Oh, Jeff.
Oh, me.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh, me.
Yeah, not much to talk about this game. Gameplay is standard with most arcade shooters.
It's basic. You shoot, the screen progresses, you die.
Yep, just prominent zombies.
Insert more quarters.
That's why it's on this list. Play it. What's better is Carnival. Please. I'm just waiting for that to be
$12.99.
Just meme me That's how it will work. I don't always beg for video games, but when I do, it's Carnival. That's an aged one.
Oh my god.
Like a
is that-
fine milk.
Yeah, that's definitely like a fine milk.
All right, we're in Of the Dead territory here. House of the Dead started it. Next up, a PC game that I know myself, a regular guest Tyler, and Techman Proxy have spent too many hours on for a game that takes maybe 4 hours to beat. Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's Green. Now, this is a video game based on the... What year did it come out? 03? Got Techman looking that up. Came out in the movie. Land of the Dead came out. They made a video game for it. A little... 05. So this probably came out in the same year, if not early 06. It plays a side story where you're a farmer, and zombies, of course, take over, and you need to get to the safe spot in Fiddler's Green. And on this journey, you go through, I'd say, the usual settings: a city, a field, ice world, Fiddler's Greens. You go through a bunch of fiddlers just fiddling about. That part didn't happen. Don't believe me on that one.
And the punch counter goes up.
Cutting, body. But I'd say weapon-wise, definitely the saving grace of this game, because graphically, not too impressive.
It's a game from 2005.
Gameplay, pretty standard.
It's a game from 2005.
A movie-based game in 2005, but the weapons, very diverse. Everything from, you could get a gun. You don't really mess with the gun too much. There was a pistol that I rocked with the pistol. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but doot doot. Yeah. Oh, Jeff. And then you get a fire axe. I think at one point there was a fire extinguisher. You could either like spray him or bash him in the head with it. And then the only real thing that sticks in my memory about it, no matter how many times I played it, was the last level. You were waiting for a helicopter at Fiddler's Green, and just hordes, legions of zombies. And of course, you only have like a pistola and a fire axe. And because it's 2005, your computer can only do so much.
You can only handle 10 zombies at a time.
So, you click, turn, the game will stop. You click and turn again, hoping that, like, the computer read it. So you can, like, continue. You gotta play 5 seconds ahead.
Click, turn, go make a sandwich. Maybe your computer registered it.
Graphical limitations is the biggest difficulty. You could set it to impossible. You could set it to easy. If you got lag,
You're done.
done for. You're done, son. Dunyan rings. Sorry, I got a little intense.
Only will.
Next is a more mild game. A more educational game. The only educational game on this list. Except for Lollipop Chainsaw, because I guess you could learn anatomy.
The gameplay.
You could learn gameplay. You could learn game basics. Yes. What'd I say? The other thing.
Dunyan rings.
Dunyan rings. That's right. Warm, crispy Dunyan rings. Type, is it... What's the pronunciation? Type of the Dead? Typing of the Dead? Typing of the Dead. A very original game.
It really
I'll say.
is.
The typing genre has always been around since computers have been around for schools and publicly. But this was one of the first games that actually brought a immediate goal to your typing. Zombies will run at you, and just random sentences will pop up. Like, I forgot to take the dog for the walk. And you gotta, the walk. It's not phonetically correct,
Yeah, no,
but
it's not.
You gotta type it out anyway. And you gotta type it out as fast as you can.
I've played it like 2 or 3 times. I suck.
You're not a good typist.
I thought I was. But
I was at like 60 words a minute, but when
Yeah.
people are running at me with words,
You're screaming at the computer, don't die!
no, you're just typing no.
Yeah, seriously.
One of my favorite parts of the game is that the characters, there'll be like a quick pan of the characters playing. They have keyboards affixed to their persons. So it's not like you're typing and they're shooting.
Is it like a keytar almost?
No,
Like,
it is two straps
it's like
and a
Revenge of the Nerds
computer.
style.
Yes, and a computer keyboard. So it's not you're typing, they're shooting. You're typing, they're typing. Zombies are going down for some reason because of it. So
Too much brains!
yeah. Oh, they're too smart.
Yeah.
Too much brains.
Me get hungry. Me too
Oh,
full.
hey, if you're actually a quick question, if you're a vegan and you become a zombie, will you not eat brains?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Give
like,
up being a
well,
vegan as soon as you're dead.
well, I'm thinking if it's like so hardwired into your brain because you've just told so many people about it that you.
Follow me now. If you do CrossFit and then you die,
I'm
I'm still doing CrossFit.
probably.
Yes, you're still a douchebag.
Yup, P90X zombies. Look out for them.
Also, I consider
D90X. Bing! Put that counter up.
I
there.
already consider vegans dead from the inside out.
What are we
so-
at?
We're
9. Goodness.
Goodness me, we need to get into double digits.
We're only halfway. We're only halfway there.
Oh, buzzing.
Wow, we're only halfway there.
Oh.
We went a little faster than this, huh?
We got too excited.
We got plenty of honorable mentions.
We do. We got honorable mentions for days.
Days.
That's
I see
Daisy.
what you did there.
Number 10. I'm going to tell you a little story, since we are set for time, about a young Joe.
Oh.
I'd say 11, 12 years old. Wee little tot.
Here, let me.
Yes, I was a wee little tot. And I was rummaging through my landlord's attic, which I was to do. Found fireworks, old booze, all that fun stuff.
Hooker bodies.
Very old Moxie.
He's got moxie.
He's got Moxie and it'll peel the paint off a car.
It'll paint the peel off.
It'll paint the paint off a paint. Sorry, I just drank some of that 30-year-old Moxie.
which happened to be Hennessy.
But while rummaging through the attic, I find what looks like a VCR. Ark of the Covenant in it. It's a Super Graphics number. A number followed it.
I know which one it is too. It's like a Super Graphics 256 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was it was around the same time Super Nintendo and Sega came out.
Yeah.
So it didn't even get a chance in the running. With it, a few games. Darkwing Duck
Yeah.
was one of them. Garbage.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple learning games. I think a Q*bert remake. And then I found it. Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse. I'm going to talk so well about this game. It was a simple side scroller. You played a Jason looking man. Blue jumpsuit. Mask. And you just walk down hallways through graveyards with a 2x4, a machete, your fists, whatever comes your way, you take out. The style of this game. Horrifying.
Now, didn't they remake Splatterhouse?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I beat it. Took most of...
Half an hour.
No, it was a very difficult game.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't play it,
For a game
so-
that came on a card this big and this thick, very long game. You know, it was back then when we couldn't make games long, so we make them challenging.
Right. Yeah.
I was going to say hard, but I'm going to avoid any obvious
Long
jokes.
and hard. Ha
The goo talking about things that are long and hard. There, There's oh, sorry, it's running through my
Reminiscing.
mind. I'm more like PTSD. I was not at an age where I should have been playing that game with that junky controller. And then fast forward, mayhaps a decade, if not 14 years.
If not 14 years later.
I'm not good at poetry. A older but still young at heart Joe, perusing GameStop, sees a name he has not heard in many a moon, a coon's age, I'll say. Splatterhouse. It had just a red splattered face, the word Splatterhouse. 2 seconds later, it was in a bag coming home with me. Dan, the guy who voices Pete from Goof Troop,
Yes.
voices the mask that is with you the entire time. If that is not enough of a reason,
To have Pete.
yup, to have just Pete, like, listen here, Goof, you you're gonna kill these zombies. That's like if, I don't know, if Pete was voiced by
Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane or the big mustached guy from
Cosplay or statue?
I'm hoping statue.
I want to bring that up real quick.
Yeah, quick image for you. If this guy exists, I need to know his regiment. Look at that. Look at that build.
That's I really hope that's a statue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude is cut. But you know, during Doom, the new Doom,
Yeah.
the insta kills. I don't want to say insta kill. The glory kill.
Glory kills,
Glory kills. Where it's just like the stuff, like you rip them apart
Yeah.
and stuff. Whole game
Whole game.
filled with that.
Oh my
You'll
God.
punch. Like there's no weapons. I think like you'll get some melee weapons, but they'll break and they're only temporary. But you'll punch a bunch of these demonic zombies or just random creatures. They'll start to glow.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Doom stole this idea. And when you hit square, it'll bring you into a quick time event. Depending on how big it is, what type of enemy it is, you may just have to like bash triangle, and then you'll take your foot, step on their back, and rip both their arms off and beat them with it. Or if it's a bigger one, it will be more complicated, have certain God of War like steps to it. You'll pardon my French, it's the only way I can describe this next scene. There's this monster where you rip his tail off, shove it down his throat, and face fuck him until it comes out the other side. And I don't mean like it punctures, it goes through his ass. Highly recommended if you're just a sadist.
You like it, huh?
I have not beaten it yet. The last level has kicked my buttocks numerous times, and I just can't finish it. For PS3, if you have a PS3 still, it may be in the market. I'm not sure. Find it. It's not the best game. I'm not saying it is.
Yeah.
In fact, it's pretty low par. But it's a fun time, and that's what games are for. Games are for having a fun time. Quote it.
Hashtag fun time.
Hashtag fun times.
T-shirt idea. Put that in there.
There it is. Daily t-shirt. Weekly t-shirt idea. Hashtag fun times. For games. With a 3 in games.
And a Z.
And a Z, because zombies. Zed.
Zed.
And, actually, we could probably talk about this one for a little while.
Oh yeah.
It's numerous games. It started World at War.
World at War.
Yeah, Call of Duty World at War started the whole thing. By that, if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, then you need to get in on it. Call of Duty Zombies.
Yes.
Do they have a solo game now?
No.
No?
There is no solo game.
You think they'd just make that, slap another name on it, and make another $1 billion?
Oh no, because they'll make $1 billion off now. Because now it's a paid DLC.
Oh,
Yep.
1%ers, you. It has. I didn't play the World at War one.
The World at War one, I think, is the best one because it's just classic.
I played Black Ops 2, I think it was.
Where you become JFK.
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing tickled my fancy more than blowing through zombies as JFK. Only to find out that I can blow through zombies as Gorbachev.
Did it
Nixon was there too,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yep.
Oh
Nixon was
yeah,
there,
called
too.
them communists.
Did it tickle your Elmo?
Aroo. This episode of Gamer Goo is brought to you by the great taste of Charleston Chew. But it's like it's got the zombie survival down.
Yeah.
Given in the later ones, they bring more.
Depth.
I was gonna say surreal. I mean, Nazi zombies is already pretty out there.
Yeah.
But they start bringing in like the Elder Ones.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
black
right.
magic and
The
everything.
friggin' dogs.
Yeah, but Black Ops 2, JFK, you were in the Pentagon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were in like the deepest part of the Pentagon.
How could you not like that? Even if you don't like Black Ops, which I call them,
Blops.
no, I call them Rudy Tooty point and shooties.
Okay.
For as far as RTPSs go, that took a second. RTPSs, hashtag.
That makes two
It's
shirts
got-
for the week.
It's got, yeah, so we can skip next week if
Yeah.
we want. We got just, well, there was two.
RTPS.
RTPS. There was two, where you played as the presidents, and then you just played as like an American and a Russian.
Yep.
I love the Russian.
I don't remember the Russian character.
Oh, he was so great. Like you'd shoot a zombie, and he'd be like, "And that's how you borscht."
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Some stereotype.
Yeah, some Russian
Yep.
stereotype.
It's like, oh, by the way, it's like there was a time machine.
yeah.
You went through time, and because of that, there's zombies who are also Nazis. Now, let me ask you this. If you were a Nazi and you became a zombie, or are those zombies that later got Nazified? Nazified. Became a Nazi. They did not see it coming.
That brings
That was
it
a
up to
given. Honestly, that
12.
one, I technically don't even want to count that one. That was just handed to us on a silver platter,
It counts.
made from. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
You.
Ooh. Black Ops 2. Zombies. I guess, if you make them, because when they're zombies, you're like, oh no, these are people's friends and families. But if they're Nazis, they're just like,
Yeah, fuck it.
Screw these guys. Kablap, kablap, kablap. And then the upgrade system was really, I don't know if it's unique. I've never played a game where it's the same.
Wasn't it just by kills?
Cash.
That's right. Yeah. 'Cause you got
By
cash
building
for kills.
borders, killing zombies, and just going through the missions.
It's been a
of
while
it.
since I played zombies.
Yeah.
So.
It's just I had a buddy tear through the newest one. I don't want to say the newest one. I don't know. Not the DLC one, the one prior.
Yeah.
And I was watching, I was like, this is not my granddad's Black Ops 2.
This is not what I like. This is something new. I don't like change.
Yep. So if you have the game, honestly, I'd buy the game just for the zombies.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the price tag, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
at now.
I just picked up the the Modern Warfare series 1 through 3 for $15.
$15 for 3 games. That's $5 a game.
Go to your local GameStop, please.
Yeah, 5 and under bin. They have them, and sometimes you can find some gems. If you find any gems, let us know. We might make an episode about it.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Will that be a Sonic episode?
A Sonic, sponsored by Sonic?
No, just about gems.
Oh. 13.
Probably not.
So I don't know. That's Call of Duty in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Rudy Tooty point and shooties.
yeah, there's really no other way around it. So
And that's all I got for the list. But as we were discussing throughout the evening, we got some honorable mentions. I see one on the screen right now. A parody game. The Oregon Trail.
well, yeah.
Teaching kids how to survive a zombie apocalypse since 1976. I don't know. It's the Oregon Trail, but with zombies.
Zambies.
Oh, here's one. I'm just gonna give this to you. Do you think Canadian zombies ride on zombonis?
No.
Well, never
They're
mind.
zombie mounties. Come on. They're zounties.
Dang it!
Riding on zombie horses.
Zombie moose.
Zeus's.
Zeus's.
Yeah, that's what a zombie horse is. It's a fucking moose.
The Canadian horse is a moose.
Yeah.
A zombie Canadian horse is a
and
zombie
they don't
moose.
eat brains, they just eat poutine.
But it's always fun. Instead of cheese curds, little bits of brain.
Yeah,
And
that's
cheese
right.
and cheese curds.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because then it wouldn't be it'd be French fries and gravy. That's gross. You gotta have that cheese and the brain. Give me a zombie right now. Give me a zombie impression. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your bedroom impression.
No, that's.
Don't repeat.
That's mine. I am a zombie.
I am zombie. I am dead. Give me
Hello,
something.
fellow zombies.
How?
What are the? It's. I don't even know how you could mix those two up.
I mean, they're both dead to me,
Yep.
so.
But honestly, every time they're both Red Dead.
And they need redemption.
I don't want my name up there after that. Bring the counter up. We're at 17. We're at 17. The puns are making me squeak.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite things to do with the Oregon Trail and the Oregon Trail, I always have a cannon fodder person. Someone I don't like as much, or I just want straight up dead.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Ferris. I'll put Jeff Ferris down. And then if anyone needs to trade a human body
Here you go.
or go on a dangerous mission,
There you go.
Jeff Ferris is the one that goes out.
I can feel the anger. See,
There's a lot of it. Legions of anger.
legions.
I gotta happy myself up a bit. Very fun game, very intuitive to take a game that everyone knows of and zombify it.
Yeah, and make it more ridiculous
Except
than it
you,
was.
Metal Gear. Bad call. Unless it's nanomachines. If nanomachines are taking up corpses, then I guess they have a reason. Tell me what plot hole wasn't filled with nanomachines in Metal Gear.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, every plot hole.
Nanomachines.
Yeah,
Nanomachines. Nanos.
It's too real.
Too real. Nanos.
nanos.
There was actually a game. I'm just gonna. There's a game I played yesterday. Proxy introduced me to it. I can find myself enjoying it. It has a lot of problems that I'll cover. Zombie U for the Wii U, because the Nintendo just loves naming games after the system. Therefore, looking at
Super Mario.
Super Mario 64. Star Fox 64. What happened to the other 63?
Donkey Kong 64.
Said everyone. Donkey Kong 64, Kirby 64, Glover 64.
Hey,
That's not true.
How many
It
were
was
there?
not Glover 64. But Zombie U, my first impression of it, awkward. But that'd be the word to describe it. It'd be awkward. Just because it's being intuitive. But because of that, it really throws you off.
is it like trying too hard?
I wouldn't say trying too hard. It just doesn't know what to try.
Is it like the pretty girl at prom who doesn't get prom queen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got every reason to be great, but there's just it's the personality. No one voted for her. For example, I only got a cricket bat. Oh, by the way, it's in London. Which I always bring up. I love zombie movies in the UK because it's instantly quarantined.
Yeah, instantly.
Like, well, where should we have a zombie apocalypse? I don't know, mate, an island? Perfect. I'd love to see an Australian zombie movie. Bring me those. Or a Sicilian zombie movie. Hawaiian would be fun, too. I'm just listing islands at this point. There.
So I have footage of Rock of the Dead when we get there.
Okay, perfect. I'd love to see it. There's when you got the cricket bat, first time I played it was further in the game. Proxy was playing it, so I didn't get the tutorial.
Yeah.
Zombies came at me. I was bashing left trigger like a delirious funky priest.
Like Michael J. Fox having an episode.
Gotta respect the fox, man.
That was me respecting him.
Okay. Love you, Michael. I'm sorry you have the world's most inconvenient disease.
Anyway, you're bashing.
I was delirious funky priest.
Yeah.
Like I was Victor Wooten slapping the bass.
Okay.
My character just went, huh, 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 and I was like, what are you doing? Do I have to hold it down? Do I have to double tap it? What's going on? Maybe it's right trigger. So I just started slapping right trigger, even though this is my left hand.
Yeah. I was gonna forgive you on that.
I played like this. And nothing happened, so I died. Started over, went to the tutorial. Hold down left trigger to get it ready. Press right trigger to swing.
That's way too many steps for a Nintendo game in the first place.
Intuitive, inconvenient. When you rummage through like corpses and bodies you find, which I guess could be classified under corpse, you have to look at your gamepad
to find
to look in the inventory of them. Meanwhile,
shit's going on around.
There's zedheads everywhere. It's a
term.
Coined. Zedhead.
Hashtag Zedhead.
Hashtag Zedhead.
That's 3 shirts. That's 3 weeks we don't have to do shit.
Yes. I love being lazy. There's I had to turn the brightness up. I don't know how this masochist played it the way it was, but you turn that flashlight off and you're just looking.
Have you seen how thick his glasses are?
You're looking at a black screen.
Yeah.
Like, unless he's got infrared Virtua Vision in his glasses, which last time I checked doesn't exist.
Last time I checked, he was born like that.
Well, we were all born.
This way.
Jason born.
Fuck you.
I just want the counter to go up. I just want you to work more.
Can we hit 20 in the next 6 minutes?
The flashlight.
The flashlight?
No, that would have made
a little bit.
There's a perif for you, Nintendo. Get the Wii Spank.
Spank you.
It's the Spank you. And hey, that was a marketing term, not a pun. I'm waiting for Nintendo to send me the buku bucks. The flashlight was garbage. It was on a timer.
I hate those.
But I don't get it. Like, what flashlight, what I would do, I wouldn't put it on a timer because you just turn it off, wait 3 seconds, you're back at 100%. An inconvenience.
Yeah. Put it on a fuse.
Shake the gamepad.
Oh my god.
Like one of those rechargeable flashlights.
Yeah, The Last of Us does that.
Yeah?
No one can hear me, but The Last of Us, when your flash would go out, it would flicker and you'd have to shake the controller to get it to go back.
So The Last of Us, when the flashlight went out, you'd have to shake the controller to charge it back up.
Yep.
I like that you're on camera. No,
Me too.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
I also like to think that as the episodes progress, I'm going to become more relaxed until we get chairs, and then it's all going to go out the window.
Slowly, you're just going to melt.
Yeah, I'm going to be in like a robe drinking brandy.
The futon is strategic.
Yep. So, one last before we... honestly, I don't know anything about this. Like, it's all hype for me, but I feel like I'm putting my gumption too high for it.
I have about 25 minutes of gameplay of this next one,
Okay.
and I can tell you, the hype is not real.
Cool.
The hype is not real at all.
Another parody game.
Very much so.
Rock of the Dead.
Oh boy. So,
Can they hear us?
I believe so.
So, Rock of the Dead here. It's, as you can see, it's a Guitar Hero. You use the Guitar Hero peripheral to play this game, which is fucking terrible.
So it's like, is it like Typing of the Dead?
It's like Typing of the Dead, but with Guitar Hero.
That sounds wonderful.
The sweet and sultry tones of Neil Patrick Harris and Felicia
Yeah,
Day.
Neil Patrick Harris and Felicia Day do voices in it.
Were they just off the set of Dr. Horrible?
They must have been. And Rob Zombie must have been there, because he did the whole soundtrack.
Oh,
It's original stuff.
everything you're
Good names.
yeah, everything you're saying
Sounds amazing.
sounds like the best game in the world.
Not.
Not. That's
No.
disappointing.
It plays like a grandma driving a car.
But, that truly is the duality of zombie games, isn't it? It can either be a A+ classic or fizzle out into the ether.
I need to take some ether after playing that game. Let's put it that way.
Does that count? Is that 21?
Hey, you.
This should become a regular thing. So, it's October. Zombies are about.
Spooktober.
Hope we gave you I hope we broadened your horizon.
At least one or two titles.
Yeah,
at the very least.
the clouds have cleared a little bit. You can see the mountains,
You can see Simba getting born.
the horizon. I was gonna do but I didn't want to blow Proxy Man's ears out. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, that thing. Just love your zombie. Zombies are people too. Dead people who will eat your brains if given the chance.
So keep them chained and locked up in the shed.
Mm-hmm.
And only play time splitters with them.
What's your zombie plan?
My zombie plan, I was saying
Eat
earlier,
brains.
I was going to go to Costco. They have everything there.
I'd watch that.
Just go to Costco.
Yeah.
Lock the doors, go to Costco, and
But the thing about going to a public area is that you have that idea, but so does 12 million other people.
fine, I'll just go to a hardware store then.
All right,
Then go to Costco.
Perfect. I'll end this story with an anecdote.
All right.
Working front counter at a certain retail store I'll call Schmig Schmatz.
Yeah.
At Schmig Schmatz,
Good old schmeck
this little kid came up, had a shirt that said, I hunt zombies. And I said to him, hey, little kid. I didn't say, hey, little kid. I said, hey, buddy, what's your plan for the zombie invasion instead of being delicious? He's like, I want to go to the gun store. I'm like, that's a great idea. But you know who's going to be at the gun store? The owner of the gun store. Think of a new plan. And then his mom did not enjoy that. I got a write-up for that one.
That's okay. You got to give them a hard lesson.
They got to know.
They got to go now if they want to survive or be delicious food.
Travel to an island, an oil refinery, or just the middle of the country. Hopefully things will be taken care of by the time the zombies would reach you.
No one's there in the first place anyway. So.
Exactly. With that, I hope you have a wonderful week.
Don't get bit.
Don't get bit. Thank you for joining us. See you next week for another episode of Gamagoo, the Spooktober special.